I want to welcome in Mark Zaid. He is a national security attorney representing Micky Dolenz of the Monkees. Sir, we appreciate you coming back on tonight. Good to see you. So you're prepared to take this to court?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I live for suing the FBI and the CIA, so it's just another day for me.
Well, so tell me what you anticipate to face in this legal battle, because the FBI didn't respond to our request today. They did not respond to your FOIA request, so they're not talking.
No, and that's normal. I mean, frankly, the FBI or none of the agencies have the capacity to be able to respond within what the law actually requires, which is why we have to go to court. So what will happen over the next few months is the FBI will tell us exactly how many pages they have in possession regarding the Monkees and the individual band members, and we will coordinate and work out a timetable for them to process and release any non-exempt portions. And if they withhold too much information, I'll challenge that before a federal district judge.
At what point did you or your client, Micky, realize that these documents existed, that they were being surveilled? How did it all come about in the first place?
So as was said in the story, the 7 pages we know of that you're showing on the screen were released about a decade ago, and there's significant redactions within them. I've been a Monkees fan since I was a little kid in the early 70s. And I got to meet Micky not too long ago through a mutual friend. And I do FOIA litigation all the time. And I represent John Cryer and a lot of journalists who are trying to get access to government information. And I said, hey, let's go after and see if the FBI has files on you guys. I didn't even know, actually, at the time that these 7 pages existed. When I found the 7 pages on the FBI reading room in the vault online, I realized how much they were withholding, that there are other file numbers they refer to in New York, in California, as well as redactions, mostly law enforcement related, but also, as you said in the intro, classified information that somehow in some way relates to the Monkees, which they misspelled as the animal monkey, not the band Monkees.
Yeah, the right Monkees here, 2 E's. So all these years ago, I mean, it was on the heels of the Vietnam War, the late 60s. They're out there performing. They've got this hit show. Did they have any idea that they were being surveilled, Micky or the other band members at the time?
You know, I'm not sure if they knew there was an FBI file other than probably 10 years ago. But, you know, if people who realize what the Monkees were involved with back at the time, they had Jimi Hendrix opening up for them on tour. They were friends with the Beatles, hanging out with John Lennon, who has a significantly large FBI file because of all his anti-war efforts. So I'm not surprised that they came under suspicion or observation by J. Edgar Hoover's FBI. The question we're going to find out now is, how much suspicion were they under and how large were their files?
If Micky ends up getting this information, gets the documents, and you see what's under all of the redactions, what does he plan to do with it?
Well, the way FOIA works, Freedom of Information Act, is a release to one is a release to all. So Micky does have a privacy interest in his records if there are records specific to his name. But the other band members, who are sadly all deceased and are part of the request, those files that are released will be processed by the U.S. government and released so that everybody can see what they say and interpret them, much in the same way of another lawsuit I have involving the D.B. Cooper 1971 skyjacking, where all of those files are now going online every month.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.